This meeting is being recorded.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and good afternoon to everybody that's tuned in. My name is Isa Hassan. I'm one of the directors on the Minara Chamber of Commerce. And firstly, we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in into this segment that we are currently having. So the Minara Chamber of Commerce has launched an entrepreneurship and professional club. And as part of it, there are a couple of in-focus sessions that we focus on. So the Minara aims to facilitate growth and programs to help and assist and create certain holistic programs and motivate individuals to create a balanced lifestyle in order to create leaders both in our city, province, and our country. So they do say that the healthy body equals a healthy mind. So that is something that is often overlooked when it comes to our entrepreneurship or business fraternity. But it is very, very important. And it's crucial for individuals for growth. So also with the holy month of Ramadan that is coming up, people find it equally more challenging in order to get that balance again, to inculcate their health and lifestyle into this holy month. So with that, we are blessed today to have a fantastic guest on our panel here. Her name is Mariam Manack, and she's going to help us all try and find this balance. To give you some information about Mariam, so she is the founder of iTrain SA, a well-known institute here in South Africa. She's also a well-known fitness motivator. She's a Puma ambassador. She's also been an awardee as a Forbes recipient, as well as she was a Minara Chamber of Commerce award winner. So Mariam, firstly, we'd like to say we are so glad to be hosting you today, and thank you for taking this opportunity to be with us.
Assalamu alaikum, Isa. Thank you for having me. I think I am extremely honored and pleased to be on this platform, especially with my previous association and affiliation with Minara Chamber through the entrepreneur competitions and the awards. So it's going to be a good conversation that I have prepared for you today. And as you said, I think health, business, and lifestyle they're also super implicated by each other. And the ideal or the best way on how to synergize them and how to connect the dots without fatiguing yourself and stressing yourself out too much is the challenging part. And through Ramadan, I think that puts us on a slightly slower pace in life. And I refer to it as the healing month of the year. So let's get into that conversation.
Perfect. And just to touch base, right? Mariam, iTrain. So what is the objective of iTrain so people know about it? And what was the challenges that you had to overcome to get this whole idea, this dream of yours going?
You know, I'm a firm advocate of doing the things you like in life. And I think for me, my passion stemmed through from a very young age. And I kind of went on with this into my professional career, which I studied a Bachelor of Sports Science, which gave me that background, that scientific backing to pursue my passion. And, you know, back at that time, which I could say was about 15 years ago, when I studied and embarked on this journey, I was one of two Muslim girls in my university group, right? And if you're looking at your skin color, I was like one of maybe 6 brown or black people, you would call them. So I was the minority, and at the time there were no female gyms, female fitness communities that people should come to train. And I simply, after qualifying, I worked at a gym for a few months, and then I had the light bulb in me that I did want to pursue this on myself one day, went off, charged the rock bottom rates of 20 and 30 Rand for an hour of standing, worked excessive long hours, simply because I enjoyed it. And, you know, when you see people reaping from the work that you do, it gives you the energy you actually want to feel to continue. And my whole mission and my vision has been to empower women through fitness and movement. And to date, I've established 2 fitness gyms, received multiple recognitions on the kind of work in fitness that I've done, simply because I think, you know, the results that people have received and the help that it's given them to balance their lifestyles is something they actually can't put a price to. So that's where we are now. And through our pandemic and through all the challenges that, KZN, the country, and economic conditions have laid out, our fitness and our health is something we can still take with us and continue to help us.
No, wonderfully said. I think everyone admires your intention behind starting this program. And especially when you mention women empowerment, it's a very big thing. And, hats go off to you to being a minority and taking this to the next level. Fantastically well done on that, Mariam. So then that takes us through to Ramadan, which everybody finds a challenge. Some people, when it would come to Ramadan, they would say, I'm stopping every form of physical activity, purely maybe because of you got to do things like go for Taraweeh in the evening, and then you got to worry about suhoor, iftar. So what do you suggest is the right way in which the individual can inculcate the good health habits within Ramadan to incorporate exercise and food and eating, these sort of things? What's your suggestions and advice?
Okay, wow, that's I can give you. I have a lot of input in this conversation. I have a lot of feedback and a lot of suggestions that I can bring to your iftar table and your Ramadan day. However, that would have been the 21-year-old me back in 2008, 2010. I would have probably sat here and said to you, you guys need to stop eating samosas and Bombay Crush, and you need to bring cucumbers, celery, and carrots to your iftar table. And then by now, everyone would have tapped out of this meeting because life is so hard already. And now Mariam is telling us to leave the things that we celebrate over, which is food. So I want to quickly take you to my shared screen, and I need 1 minute of your time to do this with me, right? Let's go to it.
I think
Mariam, I think you unmuted yourself. Sorry.
Okay.
there we go. There we go. Right. I think you're back on track here, Mariam. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's go.
I think we can I think when you're sharing your screen, it's muting. Perhaps try and see if you can unmute it while it's shared.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the survey. You just click and fill in with the word cloud, and then I'll get back to you on our conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Let's come on to this link. So do we just type in menti.com and we use the code? So 85908693. All right. Okay, I'm on it. let's perhaps let's let Mariam talk us through it. Mariam, I think on the shared screen it seems to be the mute is not going off. You're still on mute while you're on shared screen. Okay, try now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Perfect. Be with you.
Okay, and can you see my Mentimeter?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's just talk about your stress levels quickly. If you can just fold that in.
Sure. So we'll say it's okay.
Okay, let's go to 6.
Yeah.
Let's go to this next question.
To describe how you feel about Ramadan, enter a word. Okay. You can say excited for it. Right. So what's another word? So one is excited, one is
Some people feel
spiritual.
anxious. Yeah,
Anxious.
spiritual. Yeah, some people feel anxious.
And let's put anxious as well.
Yeah, no coffee, no tea, no biscuit.
Right.
Things that make you survive your day. Okay, let's go to the next one. So we've got, anxious, excited, spiritual. What is your favorite savory?
I think that goes without saying. A lot of people love their samosas together with the halim during Ramadan.
It's a winning combo.
It's a winning combo. So there's samosa. People would have subs, which is another, because we're sticking purely with savories here, right, Mariam?
Yeah, savories.
So samosas, you call it chicken subs, and some people have pies, right?
Pies are yum. I mean, how can we not have savories in Ramadan anyway?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's go to our next question. So we've got samosas, pies. Okay, half moons. And that's your input. Thank you for sharing your Mentimeter results with me. Quite interesting on that. Obviously and naturally, we have got one more week left for Ramadan. I mean, my husband woke up and he's like, let's go for breakfast. Let's go for lunch. Let's go. So, there's a slight in excitement. You are also gearing up spiritually. You are also kind of like now getting your mind to prepare for Ramadan. And this is why I call it the healing month, because for so many, Ramadan is perceived as lack of food, the lack of coffee. How are you going to manage your day? You are barely coping right now in life. Everything's just become challenging. I mean, business, our economic conditions, our national shutdown coming up. It's become so, it's put so many people in uncertainty and feeling so anxious. We are actually a bit blessed that Ramadan is coming up, it's something for us to take advantage of. And like I said to you, the 21-year-old me would have sat here and told you that you need to go for walks after iftar. You need to go and get a stretching routine in to help you cope with stress. And you need to stop eating samosas, Bombay Crush, and naan with your halim. I mean, let's be real. What is Ramadan without that, as you just mentioned? The weekly pulse check-in that we just did, very interesting to see the combo of your feelings towards Ramadan. And this obviously stems from your current life today, as you're talking, okay? And I always use, as much as I want to steer into Ramadan, I want to just sidetrack and go a few steps back. Let's talk about the 11 months that help you to actually set better habits for this month. In life, we move around with heavy shoulders, okay? So you have things like your responsibilities, family, your kids. Then you own a business, or you are employed, or you are in the corporate sector, or you are home industries, or you could be even a housewife at home. And sitting with life at your hand every day, trying to deal with it. And what happens every day is that you don't let go. You kind of pile up your backpack. So you walk in at 5 o'clock from your day job, your work, your business. You've got a heavy bag. You come home, your kids are crying. You have to quickly go back onto your laptop. You don't get to interact with your kids. You feel guilty. Your backpack gets a bit heavy. Okay. You can then log onto your meeting and you're not finding a solution to the daily problems that a business probably has. So you feel more stressed. You probably go outside, take a smoke, or nowadays you get a lot of different types of ways you can de-stress. Grab a coffee. Caffeine is the number one fix. Maybe throw a mood here and there, and that makes your backpack heavy because you're not bringing in good energy into your house and no one's happy. You also then come back into your meeting, you go on the next day, back to work, back to your business, back to your life, and you haven't let go of the heavy backpack you carried on. You take it with you to work, you take it with you to your next day. Weeks will go on like this, and then months go on like this. So you're now left with a lot of problems on your shoulders, okay? You've got no time to exercise, by the way, if you haven't already picked up. You have not made it the top 3 on your priority list for your day-to-day. You also can't deal with yourself right now because you're carrying all the stress, this baggage, the problems, the solutions you don't have. And I want to go even further back to that. When I started in business 15 years ago, I was just running a business. I didn't know, until I joined the Minara Young Entrepreneurs, and we had an excellent business coach, Atul, and he would put things like, you need to draw up a sales pipeline, you need to have a business plan, you need to have structure, you need to have organization, and without that, you are not actually going to develop a strong business with a well-recognized brand to go forward into the future, and obviously give off your best through what you offer. And if I look to how you operate life, if you don't simply take on and prioritize what needs to be done, example, start reducing the load off your bag by attending to the solutions you may have. Often people say, I can't make it to the gym today, but who said that you need a gym to keep fit? Who said you even need tackies or exercise mat? A 5-minute workout is better than no workout. If you look at a 5-minute workout over a period of 7 days, you would have done 35 minutes that you were not doing the week before. Let's not even be ambitious. Let's say you were doing 1 push-up and then tomorrow you do 2, and then the next day you progressively add on exercise, right? The concept of training into a gym is like so arcade now. People have moved on from them. And I think COVID-19 really pushed people to believe and to see you can become healthy by yourself at home with an online coach. Google a workout, follow a YouTube video. No longer can you say anymore, I don't have time, or I'm too busy, I'm too stressed, and simply throw off your health, right? And let's be real. The more you throw off your health, the more stressed you become. Your anxiety levels are spiking. And then imagine filtrating this energy into Ramadan. You're already trying to hold a health ship that is sinking, okay? And then you want to make Ramadan blessed, and you want to make it an opportunity for you to slow down. And it's kind of not possible with you holding a heavy backpack. And this is where Ramadan comes in. It is really the time for us to not just, it's the spiritual aspect of it is really where we focus on. And that spiritual aspect must bring us back to our health, to be grateful. Our bodies are an amanat. We've been blessed with it. As much as we push it aside until it maybe breaks or something happens, and then we're looking for solutions, you have all this time to actually avoid that, And my point that I'm making to you is that if you start letting go of the things you can control and stop with excuses and rather make a way, because making a way means progress. And with your health being progressive, business life becomes progressive, your working life becomes progressive. And it's a simple solution, and it's a simple way to look at it, to say there is room for growth in my health, and if my health is up to scratch, I'll be a better person at work.
Yes.
I won't carry that much of stress. and I won't be so strung over something that I can't do. Just how you find solutions in business, your health also requires that attention and those structures and that time management. And sometimes it only takes 5 minutes of your day,
Yeah, that's true. That's what you're saying. I think hits home to many people, and I think it's so nice that you verbalizing what everybody actually feels at this point in time. So no, and I think you've got some wonderful pointers, I'm sure, to share with the people and to give them the sort of improvement that they need for this balanced lifestyle that they need to create within Ramadan. And so when it comes to these sort of things of health, right? When it comes to Ramadan, you mentioned you don't have to go to the gym. So iTrain, I'm sure, you have specific routines that you can tell people as to what they should really do and which times that they should do these sort of exercises.
So what I would do with my clients, and it's actually what's been happening over the years, is that there's this bigger interest in keeping healthy in Ramadan. So I think as much as people want to focus spiritually, they also know that if my health is not in check, your Taraweeh prayers become painful, and your energy levels to get to the mosque or to pray at home become challenging. Why? Because you're probably so tired. It's been a long day. And I say to them, a little bit of effort in your health will get your day better. So simply what I put forward is, a lot of ladies specifically will say to me, but we don't have time to come to the gym. And I understand this, being a woman. We've got to get the iftar ready. I've got to sort out kids. We've got homework. My husband's going to mosque, and then he comes back to break fast, and then it's the evening prayer that quickly comes in, and then I'm dead. So what more can I do for me? So I offer you to come and train in with me, but I don't really push that because I understand how it goes. But I do offer an online training plan. So you merely log on, whether you're standing in your kitchen, your lounge, your outside, or wherever you are, you log on, and it's a 20-minute workout. A nice way to also give yourself some time for the day. And you log on, we do a 20-minute workout suitable for the fasting body. So nothing hectic. Get some blood flow in, get your shoulders lighter, get your back blood flow in, get your joints stronger so you can get ready for a longer prayer at night. And as Ramadan gets into its days, one would want to sit more into prayer, and you want to be engaging and connecting with your Almighty even stronger. And this does require a little bit of strength, a little bit of good health. So I encourage this, and then I offer them a meal plan. So whereas people would think, Mariam is just going to be giving us broccoli and boiled vegetables to eat in Ramadan. Absolutely not. I've taken Indian palate, I fused it with our South African palate, and I created a meal plan that's family friendly, because as a woman, cooking 2 meals, no go in Ramadan. We want to get it done one go. And these simple solutions that you can take to. And I also suggest, and I say to them, if getting even 10% of it better than what you had last year in your Ramadan day-to-day living, you're winning. You're winning.
Right.
Never discount any effort, and you've got yourself a solution.
So Mariam, if they ever were to contact you, right? So how do they get in touch with you? Because you've got some wonderful solutions. And how would they get in contact with you?
So you can head down to social media, where you can see everything that happens with iTrain, from our training to the guides that we offer. And we've just released our Ramadan guide yesterday to launch. So you can access that. You want to access training, you can just drop us a DM, and we'll be directly in contact with you. A WhatsApp conversation, or even a phone call, which can be done.
Just a phone, just a finger button switch away, basically. That's where you guys are.
Simple as that.
Perfect. So just a quick a question on your side, right? So Alhamdulillah, you got so many accolades, and one of it is thing of Forbes. Everyone hears about iTrain has won an awardee as a Forbes Woman of the Year, these sort of things. How did these sort of things come about? Was it just some people nominating you, and that sort of things, and have been a Puma ambassador as well. What is that like?
So Isa, let's not discount that in 2016, I opted to enter the Young Entrepreneurs Competition, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time. I mean, I remember Mr. Ibrahim Patel in there giving us some really good business tips. And then my turn came to sit and then introduce myself, which I was like fiddling at my thumbs. I couldn't even. So to me, then getting an award for that and then getting a further award in Minara and then getting the call in 2019 from Forbes, that was like, nah, like, can this really be happening? I mean, there's someone recognized the efforts.
Yes.
It was very overwhelming. So with Forbes, they say you get the call.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the call, right? And
right.
when I got the call, I was so sick. I had H1N1. I was in bed. It was Ramadan. I was finished. And they say to me, "Hi, Mariam. You've been nominated as the Forbes 30 under 30 in Africa." And I was ranked number 3 in my category in Africa. So it was 2 guys ahead of me here. And I was the only female in that chain. And can you leave for Joburg for tomorrow morning? We'd like to put you on the cover of Forbes magazine. And I said, me? I was just really blown away. And it humbled me also to think that, you got the sports accolade, they've recognized you, but that was also the transition of realizing that your hard work actually then starts there again, having being recognized in the Minara competition, being a young entrepreneur on the panel, it gave me phenomenal energy, like a push, but the hard work then starts there because you're now carrying this recognition, you are carrying this award. So Forbes gave me the call. I was in no position to go for the Forbes cover magazine. I shoot myself every day. Why did I have to get sick at the time? But as you know, that's life. And as a true South African, you let it go and you say, it's okay, we'll move on. And it wasn't obviously meant to be that I was supposed to be there. So I went to Johannesburg. I received the award. We were given very strict instructions, don't communicate this event with anybody, because when I rocked up there, I was probably the only one without bodyguards. And I didn't arrive in a chopper or with an entourage of a limousine and the people that come with it. So I received the award in 2019 in June, and it was a point in my life where I've never felt that kind of overwhelming, but also proud of myself for continuously putting in the efforts and then taking that same energy and bringing it back into the iTrain space, and that's where it led me to growing the business even further, opening up more gyms, expanding my reach to multiple different groups of people like men and kids and women, pregnant women, corporate sector. And to date, I'm still out there with my message that health and fitness can empower you and create a better life for you.
Fantastic. So as any parting advice that you have for fellow entrepreneurs and professionals out there, that are trying to emulate or seeking their next big growth objective, what's the one sort of parting shot you can tell them? Do this, and you can always try and attain your goals. What sort of advice can you give them?
Move forward. So, in business, in life, being an entrepreneur, you are perpetually, I thought that there'll come a time where, wow, I think by 2020, my business will be set. I'll be retiring at a certain age. And iTrain now, I've got it. I've got it going, I've got my formulas right. I've really helped people to get their results, and I feel like I've hit it, and we can bring it more to people. We can really get this out internationally, and let's keep growing. And then boom, COVID-19 comes. So all those dreams just came bashing down on me. I was pregnant at the time. I had scaled my business through the months of being pregnant. Okay, so
Yeah.
I grew a team. I had a team of about 8 trainers. I had an administrator. It was me. The energy was so good. And then imagine something comes and sups you completely like that.
Yeah.
And you just see all your plans just
Yes.
slowly vanishing. And then what do you have to do? You have to move forward. You have to think ahead. You got to innovate and just be consistent at it and look ahead. You know, I think even till now, the one thing that's kept me going through the ups and downs, especially in KZN, I think is you have to be positive.
Yeah.
Even in times that are of distress, in times where you see your business and you see people and you see everybody just feeling so out of it and so demotivated. If you are positive, everything is possible.
No, perfect. And just to take the one, perhaps a misconception, you mentioned something very interesting. iTrain is not particularly focused purely on females. You mentioned there's males as well. So there's a male leg to iTrain, because what started off as predominantly female, there's a male leg to it as well.
So I don't like to highlight that part because I think I'm so close to iTrain because of it being a female community, a female force. It has been, you know, it's by woman for woman, you know.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that in a household, okay, the woman, she's holding the fort, right?
Yeah.
So there's kids, there's the spouse or the partner, example. And why I even started bringing in males is because spouses, wives would come to me to be like, Mariam, don't you have something for my husband? I can't get him off the couch. I can't get him to come and train. He's looking at me leaving for gym. He's seen my results. He's recognized it. Is there something that you can perhaps bring to him? And it started like that. And then it went on to my kids are sitting on the TV. They don't want to play sport at school. I think to get them off the
Did we lose some connection there? I think we might have just lost Mariam there. Maybe a connection problem. Let's try and see if we can get Mariam back on. You always get these IT glitches from now and then. There we go. Hopefully this.
Yeah, sorry about that.
See. Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah. IT glitches, they follow us everywhere. That's the curse of IT. Yeah.
IT and then load shedding and then power cuts and then yeah. But as I said, as a true South African, you say that's life and you just go ahead. Yeah, so they're introducing men and then we started getting the kids involved and it's grown so it's obviously a private space for men. Women are solely private, completely away from each other. We don't that's the beauty of iTrain, is that we keep it personal for women to feel comfortable in that environment. And then the men folk who come in are also in their private space with a male trainer. And then the kids, because I started training at a very young age, and I can't emphasize that a lot of my work and the work ethic and the type of energy that I carry stems from me being a kid, starting fitness at a young age, having my dad who was supportive of fitness and training to date also helps. So if we can create more role models in health and fitness and more fitness trainers and people who aspire to being fitter and stronger, we've got a positive future ahead.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for that, Mariam. I think everybody took a heck of a lot of advice from you today, and valuable advice. That's the most important thing. We'd personally like to thank you for the wonderful info that you gave us today. May the Almighty grow you from strength to strength and keep you ticking and keep that health of yours going, because that's what's motivating a lot of people. and the impact that you were having on a lot of people. I think that's really, really admirable. So we'd like to say thank you for that and for contributing to the growth of the people and everybody's dreams. So that's it for us this afternoon. We trust that everybody has learned some valuable lessons today from Mariam, as well as she shared her journey and her life story with us in creating a well-balanced lifestyle. Should you guys require any sort of information with regards to our topic here today, you're more than welcome to contact the Minara, and we're more than happy to even share with you how you can get in touch with iTrain and gain from Mariam's change that she's positively influencing the community. Mariam, we'd like to personally thank you for your time, for giving us this wonderful opportunity. And we'd love to invite you to host some events in the future with the chamber and with the growing community. Would you be open for those sort of things?
Anything that is going to help you change your body and your physical health and your mental well-being, I'm all for it. So I'm looking forward to that. And thank you so much for having me on this segment. It has been an honor to be able to communicate and have this conversation with you. I know we steered off a little bit away from Ramadan, but it's so impactful to know that you can use whatever you've done throughout the year and good habits and bring it into your fasting month and to help you better the fasting month, and use Ramadan as the hero to your life, and let it be a month of healing for you.
Perfect, lovely. Thank you so much, Mariam. I think from all of us at the Minara Chamber of Commerce and the Entrepreneur Professionals Club, we'd like to wish you and your family, as well as all those that have tuned in today, as well as those listening on Facebook, a wonderful and blessed Ramadan. And remember us all in your prayers. And to our guest, Mariam, and all those that are listening in, we really appreciate your time. And we look forward to seeing you on the road with iTrain as well, and the Minara Chamber of Commerce. Inshallah. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.